The Simone Biles gymnastics saga continues as Simone has announced that she is back for the final event and will compete in the balance beam. This comes after a week of pulling out of events due to mental health and the twisties, and I, for one, have had just about enough of the dramatics. I'm fucking done, Simone. I'll tell you what, I feel foolish, okay? I feel foolish. I'm like the Tyra Banks gif. I was rooting for you, Simone. We were all rooting for you. I had your back, Simone. I had your back through the whole thing. I was defending you about the mental health and the past sexual assault and the pressure and how it was your decision and everyone else should fuck off. But now returning at this stage in the game, well, it just makes the whole thing look like one giant circus. And I don't know if that means it's Simone's fault or United States Gymnastics, but the whole thing has been botched. If from Jump Street, Simone Biles explained the situation and was upfront and truthful about it and said, I got a case of the twisties. What is that? It's a vertigo-like feeling that can be brought on by mental stress. And so I gotta pull out because A, it's gonna harm my team, and B, it puts me in danger. And what I'll do is train on the side, take each individual day by day as it comes, and if I can get over the twisties and I can compete, then I'm going to. Boom, done. But that's not what happened. That's not what Simone said, that's not what the USAG said. The first thing we heard off the bat was all about mental health and the stress and the pressure and how she wasn't having fun. Actually, the very first thing we heard was they announced that she had a leg injury. That just gets brushed under the rug. That was completely fucking fabricated. But then after that, she pulled out, and all the press conferences was all about she just can't go, she can't compete, she's gonna let her team shine, that she's not having fun, and she doesn't want to do it. And that's when the whole mental health thing began. And that's when everyone said it's her right to do it, and if she can't compete, that's her decision, we should respect it. And then, because it was left vague and open-ended, assholes like myself and the media and fans began to put together their own puzzle of why this happened. They looked to her Instagram and saw the posts about how the pressure was getting to her and how she couldn't do it. And then they looked to her interviews where she said the only reason she was here was to make sure that we shined a light on the sexual assault that happens in the sport. And we kind of put all that together and said, this is the reason why she's doing it. And if that was the case, that's all well and good. That's what I've been defending for a whole fucking week. But now, to turn around and come back in, it makes it look like all of that was for nothing. Now it makes it seem like it was always the twisties, basically an injury, and that she was just working to get over that. It's just horrible PR from top to bottom on a very delicate situation that needed to be handled with a lot of tact and a lot of smarts, and instead was just blown the fuck up. Now, it's not all Simone's fault personally. She doesn't deserve all the blame. And while that first press conference was kind of about mental health and her team and how she just wasn't having fun, after that, it's all been about the twisties. She did the Instagram Q&A talking about what she's going through and trying to explain to the fans what's happening. She made the decision to drop out of each event individually, day by day, rather than just scrapping the whole thing. So that sounds like maybe it was her plan all along. But her and the gymnastics PR needed to get together and be on the same page with how to deliver that message. At the end of the day, egg on my face and every other asshole on either side of the situation who created some fabricated narrative about what she was going through. But that's only natural because that's what we were led to believe. Simone needed to do one of two things. She either needed to stand up and say, I don't want to compete in those, and if I want to change my mind and compete in another one, that's what I'm going to do. Fuck you, I don't owe you shit. Or she should have stood up and said, I'm experiencing something called the twisties. It's brought on by mental health because I'm stressed and I'm feeling the pressure, and if I can get over it, I'm gonna compete. And that would have stopped all the dumb assholes sitting at home on their couch in their dirty underwear with holes in it from fabricating stories about Simone Biles needing to make up excuses because she's not a competitor. And it also would have saved dumb assholes like myself who are also sitting at home on their couch in their underwear from making up stories about her mental health and sexual abuse, and that's all the reason why she didn't compete. The difference between the two different groups of assholes at home on the couch, guys like me are wearing Pair of Thieves. Pair of Thieves underwear are the most comfortable in the game. They're stylish, but they also perform. They've got a unique blend of material that's engineered for maximum performance. I swear to God, you could wear these in the Olympics and probably win a gold medal. And if you go to pairofthieves.com right now and use the promo code OMM50, you get 50% off your order. And as far as Simone on the beam, man, I mean, I hope she goes out there and wins gold for our country. But what could have been this Disney story, Willis Reed moment. She's coming back. Can you believe it? She's gonna compete. She fought through the twisties and overcame. Instead, if you win, people are gonna just go, what the hell was the whole last week about? And if you lose, it's like, well, why'd you do this anyway? Now you just erased everything you said and you didn't win. Simone and her PR team either needed to say fuck off or they needed to fully explain themselves and be truthful, because that in-between bullshit completely ruined any chance of a heroic moment on the balance beam.